Croatia. All kinds of parasailers. In other words, boats, get out of the way. Another big cruise ship coming toward us, but I can't make out what cruise line it is yet. Holland America line. Yeah. It's the Amsterdam. My sister said Holland America has very good food. And there's Korčula. The harbor town is built on a peninsula and organized around its main artery, according to a fishbone plan drawn in the 13th century. Adios to the pilot. This is our first actual excursion.
There's some wine and some history in between as well. And of course,
there were originally 12 towers, only 7 remain. To overcome the lack of space within the walls of the old town, squares are small, houses are narrow, churches and public buildings are constructed vertically.
this material very often used to be made wet, so you got extra humidity in the home as well.
Towers offer shades.
I would have planted some flowers on.
This is only half of the original walls.
Of Marco Polo, the birthplace of Marco Polo. And then we will see the rest while we walk by this house in front of the cathedral.
This is Marco Polo's house, supposedly. Famous explorer is said to have been born in 1254. There is some controversy over that because Šibenik, which we visited a few years ago, is also said to be his birthplace. Church of St. Peter from the 11th century. This is the highest part of the town. St. Mark's Cathedral is probably the most important building in Korčula Old Town. Completed in the 15th century at the place of another church from the 13th century, it is built in Gothic Renaissance style, and those are not Venetian lines. I think she said it's a Tintoretto. The Korčula Town Museum faces the cathedral and house in Gabriela's Palace. A 3-story building with basement and attic built between the 15th and 16th century. We're inside the Town Hall Museum. From the 3rd century BC. Korčula was a strategically important position in the 13th century because of ships which sailed the Adriatic from Mediterranean to Venice. And it's one of the few planned medieval towns on the Adriatic coast. This was originally a doctor's house. The Church of St. Michael. fully fortified in the 16th century. Its walls were destroyed in the 19th century, and only a section of a wall still faces the harbor. Those are capers growing on the walls.
Then they were closing the financial construction, like call it. And 2019 they started to dig. So 2019 they started to dig this tower. Before that it was cool and we could walk around it. Somewhere I'm happy that we are close to the museum and the church. Okay, so interesting icon museum. All three Brotherhood houses. Oh, they are your Brotherhood house is free now to visit. So let's go in, take some seat and could make an influence on the decision of the Venetian ruler sitting up there by the town hall. Today, all these three brotherhoods, they are only involved in religious life. When we have different church celebration.
This is one of the three brotherhood houses.
Korčula to this brotherhood house, the Brotherhood House of All Saints. This brotherhood, by the way, is the oldest one. 1301 it was founded. Narrow, not slippery but narrow. And down
There is a knives and forks. There are two ways in, up and over the street, or the way we came in through a side door.
because this church was the first bishop's seat. So if you look up on the ceiling, you see a very interesting painting. It's period of the 17th century, and it's a very famous local artist. His name was Tripo Pokoja. And this stone overlay, this stone construction, this is the prototype of the other one, which we already did of wood, of walnut wood, but with a special patina. Period of the 15th century. So,
15th centuries.
This one and another one is a kilo of weight. Of course, in the old days, it was somebody who carried. He was very proud of it.
Those are
Now
all
they're searching for
brotherhood
volunteers.
members.
The candle is stuttering. Why they're carrying the candle around the town? I hope it's not because I'm lying or something like that. It's gifts given to the saints to pray for something, usually for health. In this case, always for the light. These votive plates have holes. They used to carry them as amulet as well. And after they were healed, they give it to different saints as a gift. Saint Lucy. Saint Lucy we celebrate also in the villages, which means in the village where I grew up, we have 3 saints which we celebrate.
Ooh, I just braked for a Michelin restaurant. And a Relais et Chateau hotel. I should let Steve have a seat here and wait for me. But I want to go see what's Marco Polo. Marco Polo. I cannot see any of this without thinking of my children and grandchildren playing Marco Polo in a swimming pool. Now, Korčula is what I call a gorgeous port. This place is stunning and so worth a visit. Isn't that great? Skinny people are easier to kidnap. I'm going to have to look up Symphony and see, perhaps one of the Russians owns that one and they haven't taken his yacht away. The stairs are lit. A sale, a 1-week sale on Le Ponant will set you back anywhere from $9,000 to $13,000 a person. Uber expensive.